RICS is over here as one of the leading bodies for adjudication and just, you know, dispute resolution generally. I think they're much larger here.
Yeah.
You know, they're quite large in Australia, but in the UK they're sort of an industry leader in that regard. They'll normally, most contracts you'll see, they'll be who's nominated to appoint the adjudicator. They have their own sort of rules and processes to follow if you want to use those ones. So they've definitely got their finger in the pie and on the pulse.
And just on RICS, I know because you mentioned to me yesterday, they are an industry leader, which is one of the significant differences. You know, they're an industry leader in Australia, but not to the same extent of the UK. They're trying to encourage a different sort of a post-COVID philosophy, if I can call it that, in terms of, you know, how to get through this process. Can you just explain to us what you told me yesterday about that?
Yeah, so I think it's similar to everywhere. We're seeing a lot of companies here, you know, they're struggling for cash flow. They're looking at how they can recover maybe some old debts or current debts. Industry, you know, a lot of industry bodies were worried that this was going to cause some sort of mass, you know, a snowball of disputes and kind of tear us away from keeping the industry going. And obviously everyone's main goal at the moment is just to keep the industry going, keep, you know, I think I saw someone from, I think it was Master Builders in Australia, said, you know, a little work is better than no work. So we just need to keep going little by little with the progress. And one of the ways that people are worried that will get hindered is by disputes rising. Whether, you know, a lot of disputes are founded, you know, that's what those processes are here for. But the message that RICS and some of the other industry bodies are really trying to get across is, let's get together, we're in this together, let's try and negotiate a resolution before sort of jumping to all these other processes. So they've come up with a conflict avoidance pledge, and they're encouraging businesses across the UK to jump on board with it. But the message of that is pretty simple. It's, you know, let's try and come to commercial agreements, even if it's interim, but let's not inundate the courts, who aren't really open fully for business with disputes. And let's just keep everyone, you know, the more we can keep everything going, the better we'll come out of it, I think is their main concern.